Hey everyone, today I want to show you how to do a basic carry with your stretchy wrap. It's called a pocket wrap cross carry. You start by finding the middle marker of your wrap and placing that at the center of your chest. Then you will bring both pieces of fabric at the ends or the tails around your back and over your shoulders. So you can do it one-handed like I just did, or you can pass it from one hand to the other behind you. So bring this piece of fabric to your back, pass it to the other hand, and bring it across your back and over the opposite shoulder. So you'll be creating an X with the fabric on your back. On the front, you'll see that I have the two shoulder pieces and this middle sash piece that I'm going to now gather just below my bust line. And I'll make sure that the fabric on my back is neither twisted nor bunched. So I'm just going to do this motion with the fabric, kind of like if you were drying your back with a towel. And that's just going to ensure that the fabric is laying nice and flat across my back and that I'm not mixing up my edges and that my fabric is not twisted anywhere. Once that's done, you can then gather those two tail pieces or those two cross passes and bring them through this opening here that we have behind our sash piece. And here is where you are going to make sure that, again, it isn't bunched up. Just take a moment to make sure that it didn't get twisted in the process. And you're going to create an X just behind this horizontal sash. That's where baby's bottom will be. So you don't want this to be too low or too high. Then if your fabric is long enough, you can bring it to the back and bring it back to the front and tie it. Mine is too short for that, so I will tie off in the back, and I will do that with a double knot. This will secure the whole carry, so make sure it's a double knot. Now, to make sure that there is no slack in the fabric at my back, I'm going to pull and push this fabric forward just to make sure I have enough space for my baby. You will now go ahead and bring your baby, placing them nice and high on your shoulder. Take a moment to ensure that baby is nice and calm. You can bounce a little bit, you can shush baby. Just take a moment to adjust their clothing if you need to. In my case, my baby is wearing footed pajamas, so I just want to make sure that the fabric is nice and loose at their feet so that it doesn't scrunch up their toes in any way. Now I'm going to place my baby nice and high on my shoulder and find the piece of fabric that is closest to my body. Then I'll place baby on the opposite side so that I can then guide their leg through that piece of fabric. As you'll see, I will guide baby's leg. Don't try to stuff their leg in, just guide their leg with your hand. And then I'll switch baby to the other side so I can do the same. I will guide the other leg through that horizontal pass so that it's now, or that cross pass, excuse me, so that now you're creating this seat for baby, making sure that the fabric is at the pits of baby's knees, in baby's knee pits. This will just help you set up that nice deep seat that you want for a tiny little baby. Making sure their knees are higher than their bum. They have a nice soft curve to their back. From the side, it looks like a J. And then you can now spread that fabric across their back. So here I'm going to show you how to create a flip, a little shoulder flip. I like doing this at this time and not afterwards because it makes sure that the fabric is smooth across your back. And you just gently and smoothly spread that fabric from knee pit to knee pit, from the bottom of their bottom all the way up to the nape of their neck. And you'll do the same with the other side. You can do a shoulder flip here, or in my case, I'm just going to keep it the regular width because you'll see I'll use that afterwards to help pin baby's head or help just give some support to baby's head if they're sleeping. So just take it slow and make sure that the wrap is nice and smooth, that it's supporting from knee to knee all the way up to baby's neck, all across their back. And here I'm going to turn baby's head to the side of fabric that is most open. And as you can see, I'm using that one side, that one cross pass to support baby's head so it's not flopping around if they're asleep. And now I will gather that center sash and pull that over baby's feet. Don't try to stuff baby's legs through that. You can pull the fabric, it's stretchy enough for that. and you'll pull up the top edge all the way to the nape of baby's neck. And here, just take another moment to smooth out all the fabric across your back, making sure that there's no pressure points that will cause any discomfort for you, and that it's nice and spread so that the weight of baby is evenly distributed across your body. And just take a minute to, adjust baby if they need to be adjusted. But this is pocket wrap cross carry in a stretchy wrap. Happy wearing!